Morning. Welcome to Breaking Dawn.
So good morning and welcome to Breaking Dawn this morning. It is Wednesday. That's right, Wednesday the 19th of November. Oh yes, boy, November 19th, boy. Brings back memories, yeah? In terms of football and World Cup qualifications and things like that. Well, Trinidad and Tobago did play Bermuda last night at the National Stadium. Of course, we were playing for just pride, you know what I mean? Curacao, got the job done. They have automatically qualified. Jamaica will go into a playoff. But that's it as it relates to football and World Cup qualification. And, you know, while I'm talking about that, I heard Jack Warner, morning to Dr. Jack Warner. Dr. Warner says education has no shelf life. It's in the paper this morning. I'll get to that headline in just a little bit. But, you know, I was listening to a clip with Dr. Warner. And Dr. Warner said, you know, Trinidad and Tobago dodged a bullet because we would have been embarrassed in the World Cup if we had gotten there. But he said he's willing to assist if his help is needed. He will give his help. You know, he will assist with rebuilding the team and picking up the pieces to move forward. And you know, I mean, I think we should take that offer up. You know, Jack is 82, but he has a lot of experience where world football is concerned, of course. And I think we have a team with a lot of talent and potential. So I think in 4 years' time, in less than 4 years, by the time the Gold Cup comes around, I think we're going to be a stronger force to be reckoned with in the Caribbean, in the CONCACAF. So I look forward. Good things on the horizon, man. All right. So like I said, well, we got, before I get to the headlines, remember, behind the badges this morning, we'll go through some crime issues with Acting Sergeant Greenwich, and we got Pastor John in the second hour. In between all of that, we will get to some of the headlines here. So let's get to the Newsday one time. Dr. Warner says education has no shelf life. Former FIFA Vice President Jack Warner, age 82, has worn many hats from teacher to football administrator to politician, and he can now add doctor to that list of accomplishments. Warner was conferred with a Doctor of Philosophy, PhD in entrepreneurship and commercial studies on November the 18th at the University of Trinidad and Tobago's 2025 graduation of the National Academy for the Performing Arts in Port of Spain. All right, you could read about that. It's in the paper. Now, I have it online. We didn't get the physical paper yet this morning. TPP closes screening for THA elections. Munilal hits alarmist Rowley. Paria not for sale. Energy Minister Dr. Rudal Munilal is fired back at former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley, accusing him of generating propaganda and creating mischief as a strategy to announce his re-entry into the political arena. Munilal claimed Rowley is positioning himself as a counter to a very weak opposition leader, Penelope Beckles. I would not doubt that. You understand? This man called a press conference, holding no office, having stepped down, going into an election. Right? And then all of a sudden, he called a press conference. Why is it so hard for some of these people to just let go and go their way, boy? Fellas? Yeah, about 70-something. He's 70-something. You know, why it's so hard? Is he whole life, practically almost live off the state, you know. But actually live off the state as a politician. Nearly half of your life, or more than half. So why is it so hard to kind of reach a point where, well, okay, let me just go my way now, you know? But I don't know. I don't know if he's planning to do that, if he's not planning to do that, but, you know, look, let me move on. Second man freed of Arouca businessman's 2021 murder. Caesar's army head on PM's stadium ban says the show must go on. And he's correct. Of course, we have that headline there. We have the stadium ban from the Prime Minister, Fed ban 1 and 2. Fed ban 1 and 2. The Prime Minister yesterday announced that Hasely Crawford Stadium and Jean Pierre Complex will not be hosting any fetes except for the Carnival Thursday to the following Saturday. Right? So from the Carnival Thursday to the Saturday after Carnival, the Saturday after Carnival is last jam. Right? But then you have first jam. First jam does take place, I think it is New Year's Day. So I'm waiting to see what happens there. Yeah, first jam is what? Not New Year's Day, Director? I never went first jam. I never went last jam either. I think when Ash Wednesday reach, that's it for me. Right? So I don't go no last jam and that kind of thing. But the first jam, I never feel to go and you know, affect at the start of the year. You know, it's first jam has been New Year's Day, but yeah, first jam has been New Year's Day. That's been like the first kind of vibration, that's been the stadium. Now, you know, with the Fed ban, you find the headline? All right. So let me just read what Sobian said here, because that would be Jules Sobian, right? Last I checked, he was the head of Caesar's army. Uncertainty continues to surround Carnival 2026 as 2 more popular venues have been banned from hosting fetes, but one popular event producer is remaining positive, declaring that thousands of patrons are counting on Trinidad and Tobago to deliver the greatest show on earth. And on November 18, the Prime Minister announced that the Hasely Crawford Stadium and Jean Pierre Complex in Port of Spain will not be allowed to host fetes for the majority of the season. She said there will be a 9-day window for fetes at these venues from the Thursday before Carnival Monday until the Saturday after. But events must begin no earlier than 12 noon, so they have to start after 12 noon, and end promptly at 10 p.m. This follows the news on November the 12th that the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Tarouba will no longer hold parties. Now, there's been a lot of talk about this, and I am 50-50 on this. And I'm 50-50 for specific reasons. Yeah, I am 50-50 for specific reasons. If it is any other time of the year, I could say, okay. But Carnival is a cultural festival and the largest tourism product that Trinidad and Tobago possess. Right? We talk about diversification and we talk about all these things. We talk about, I have been talking about promoting Carnival even better than we have. Because let me tell you something, if all you check it, Caucasian people don't fly in here for Carnival again, so you know. It's Caribbean people who living outside of Trinidad that's come home here for Carnival, you know. Right? The vast majority of people that are coming back is Caribbean people. So if we say that Carnival is the largest tourism product, it has to go beyond Caribbean people or Trinidadian people that live in abroad coming back home. It has to expand beyond them. And I think one of the reasons is crime. The other reason is that we have lost a lot of the traditional carnival elements that would be attractive to the Europeans and others. That, you know, they will come down here and marvel at. They marvel at the things that we think are simple, you know. I mean, every band has gone to these bikini and beads and everybody looking the same kind of way. And, you know, the creativity has been lost with the absence of people like Peter Minchell and McFarlane, and they, to a great extent, right? So that kind of watered down parade of the bands with us because it's almost the same thing, right? And I'm saying that that's the view of some. But it is still your largest tourism product, which also creates a lot of economic activity for small vendors and small businesses and things like that, right? Everybody makes a little dollar during Carnival. Everybody that's smart enough to have a business running in that Carnival period, they would make the little hustle and make the little money. And I said, when the ban with Brian Lara Cricket Academy occurred, I don't live in down there, but I have got testimony from people who do live down there, and they agree. None of them have a problem with it, right? And one of the reasons is one person told me, and I don't think people took this into consideration, when you have a fete, right, like a big fete with plenty of artists, you have song check that had to take place during the course of the day. So that means that you may have, while these song checks going on, it could disturb the peace. And that would go on throughout the course of the day. You might get a breather in between, and then the gates open at a particular time, and they go until a particular time. So it's basically almost 16 hours of potential noise that you have to deal with. And then the traffic and everything after that coming out and wherever. So somebody was explaining that to me. So they say it's not just the fete hours. It goes beyond the fete hours, right? Meaning before, in the preparation stage and that kind of thing. So I say, okay, no problem. I could understand all of that. But I'm still saying that you have to be responsible, but you have to be reasonable. And that goes on both ends, on both the government side and the promoter side, right? So the promoters have to understand, okay, there are laws relating to noise pollution, and we have to be, aware to that fact and cater to the residents in the area. And the government, I think, has to understand that the timing of these decisions is not the best timing right now. I mean, you're talking about, we are already past the middle of November. Carnival is very early next year, the 16th and the 17th. Carnival, for some, has begun. A lot of people done in Carnival, priming up for Carnival and that kind of thing. If you're living abroad and think you're excited, you don't put aside your money, you're ready to come, wherever the case might be, right? We have Christmas to get to, and what happens in a short season is Christmas is usually kind of overwhelmed with a lot of soca music, because you can't wait till the 26th, till Boxing Day, or till January the 1st in a short season. So a lot of music come out and released and so on and so forth. And the season has basically begun. The quantity of fetes that Trinidad have is almost ridiculous. You look at a fete calendar, you'll get sick, Sometimes you have 3, 4, 5 fetes a day. Sometimes more, director. You can get more than that in a day. Right? Different promoters, different fetes, different areas, that kind of thing. But my thing is, when you have already, a lot of these promoters, they're already planning for the next year from Ash Wednesday, from as soon as Carnival done. So they know, well, okay, we usually use this location, all right, we'll organize rental for that, we'll put it out there, we'll start promoting this and that. So when you have to change venue, and you have multiple promoters now that have to look for a different venue, because who might have used Brian Lara or H.C. Crawford or wherever, now they have to look for a different venue. I just thought, it is just my humble opinion that the conversation should have taken place before the decision was taken. That's all I'm saying. And it appears that a decision was taken before any consultation with the promoters occurred. You know what I mean? Barry Padarat has signaled the intention of the government to sit with all stakeholders, including the promoters, to chart a way forward and look at some of the alternatives. But this is what I'm saying. That conversation should have occurred before. You understand what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I don't think it's going to affect the overall quality of the product that is put out by a lot of these promoters. And I think it gives opportunity too for a lot of promoters to do something different now, boy. Try something different now. Promoters have gotten to the point where they host these events and it's the same thing they're putting out every year. They might add a little thing here and there. A new venue might open up your mind to different ideas and so on and so forth, and, you know, enhancing your product in a positive way. You know, just giving people something different, because Carnival has been, you know, a very stagnant and repetitive in terms of what you get from a lot of these events. You know what I mean? Nobody's doing anything new, really. The only person probably have a product that is different and highly entertaining to anybody else is Adrian Schoon with the Iron Park. The Iron Park, for me, is one of the, or will be, one of the biggest events, which it's already heading to be, but it will be one of the biggest events in the Carnival in years to come. That Iron Park is just totally different to anything that you have experienced with Steel Pan. It's a different approach, a different, you know, just a totally different concept. It's a different product to everything else that has been out there, right? But for everything else, all the little competitions and all the little fetes and everything is like just the same template everybody using. So I guess, you know, maybe those who have an open mind will look at different venues and come up with different ideas and, you know, implement and execute. We will see. All right. But Sobian says the show must go on, and I agree with him. Proman welcomes removal of U.S. tariffs. Maduro tells Trump, let's talk face to face. Oh, good Lord of mercy. Kuverman gets 14 years for 2020 shooting death. SOE regulations updated. Police can charge suspects for crimes uncovered during operations. We'll talk to Acting Sergeant Greenwich about that. Nicki Minaj, we have that headline? Yeah, pop that one now, like Nicki, you know. That we girl. If we just don't treat Nicki like how Barbados will treat Rihanna. So Nicki Minaj will address the UN she would have addressed the UN yesterday on November the 18th. And it would have had to do with something that we did not get around to talking about, but that situation in Nigeria, where it appears that they were trying to eliminate Christians in Nigeria. So Trinidadian rapper Nicki Minaj is teaming up with U.S. President Donald Trump to raise awareness of the plight of Christians in Nigeria. U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Michael Waltz, announced on November 16th on X that Minaj will use her platform to spotlight violence affecting Nigerian Christians. U.S. media reports said Minaj is expected to address the UN on November the 18th, which was yesterday. Waltz praised the super bass singer as the greatest female recording artist, describing her as a principled individual who refuses to remain silent in the face of injustice. And Minaj, age 42, imagine Nicki Minaj is 42 already, yeah? Whose given name is Onika Maraj, said she was honored to be given the opportunity. All right, she added that she and her fan base, known as the Babs, will not remain quiet in the face of wrongdoing. And Minaj has been one of the most influential voices to support Trump after his November 1st social media post in which he threatened to send the U.S. military, guns a-blazing, into Nigeria if the government continued to allow the killing of Christians. Trump instructed the Department of War to prepare for possible military action and threatened to suspend all aid. Nigeria has an estimated 93 million Christians, representing roughly 48.1% of the population, and the Nigerian government has denied claims of widespread killings of Christians in the country, where the north is predominantly Muslim and the south predominantly Christian. All right? And the article goes on, but Nicki will she would have spoken yesterday. I'll see if I could go back and hear what she had to say as it relates to that. But she never afraid to talk. That's what I like about her. She ain't afraid to open her mouth and talk the thing. All right, so those are some of the headlines in the paper. This next, there's one other headline here with Maduro. Maduro knocks Kamala for housing U.S. military force. You see the nonsense? You're knocking Kamala, right? Your problem is with Trump. But you're knocking Kamala, while at the same time seeking a face-to-face meeting with Trump. He's a joker. He's not as a dictator, he's a clown, parading as a dictator. I tell you. The next one, our next one of the CARICOM leaders, who preaching zone of peace and all kind of thing and pledging support and that kind of thing. The support is not aligned with the U.S. military or the U.S. government, and they more along the lines of middle ground and peace and zone of peace and all kind of thing, and being heavily critical of what the U.S. is doing. At the same time, trying to ask the U.S. to remove the visa status for their citizens. You could understand what I tell you, jokers running these places, you know. Look, let me prepare to go to the break and get to Greenwich. We're going to take some calls with Greenwich when we get to him, Acting Sergeant Greenwich, that is. But in the meantime, Eden Heights Clinic. Let me get Eden Heights Clinic now, because we do have, we still have our commitments to fulfill. So Eden Heights Clinic, one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. And what do they offer? They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments like prolozone therapy, halotherapy, limb bagging, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, and more. They also offer consultation services, and they got 3 locations that you could visit: Trinity, Chaguanas, or Tobago. And you can also give them a call on 640-8985 or 613-7571. You can WhatsApp them as well on 493-9196 and email them at EdenHeightsDistributors@gmail.com. So make sure check them out today. We'll hear from them on Monday. All right. Also, Steel Force Caribbean Limited. Steel Force Caribbean Limited, located at number 47, lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal. They're your newest choice for steel construction and fabrication, offering full services in engineering and architectural design, structural steel fabrication and erection, pipe details, storage tank details, including fabrication of steel tanks and pipes, all set at API standards. They do offer a wide range of services for residential, commercial, and industrial clients, and they do extend services to customers here in Trinidad and Tobago and across the Caribbean. So give them a call on 490-2771 or 399-7590. Steel Force Caribbean Limited, reinventing the standards on how we handle steel. Also, we want to remind you about the Breaking Dawn Christmas party as well. Do not forget that the Christmas party is on Saturday, December the 13th, people. That's right. Why are we still using this one? All right. Is there more information on the new one? Using both. All right, good. All right, nice. I like how you say both. You know? All right, so the Breaking On Christmas party is on. The entertainment is top tier, from Iowa George to Sherwin Winchester, Sanel Dempster, Snaky, Brass to the World, and Little Bits. They will all be there. There is one other or 2 other people that I'm currently hunting to make sure that you get top of the line entertainment on the night. Of course, you get those premium drinks inclusive for $400 a ticket. Steal of a deal. This is robbery. Who robbing the train? Frank. Definitely not Jesse. So I tell you what, get your tickets at the advertised outlets. Go to Sports and Games nationwide. They are located in Trin City Mall, Gulf City Mall, West Mall, Long Circular Mall. If you're in Tunapuna, it have a Sports and Games there. Grand Bazaar, Price Plaza also has a Sports and Games. So Grand Bazaar and Price Plaza as well. So we cover north, south, east, and west Trinidad, even central. So you have no excuses. And I'll tell you what, if you do get it there and you don't want to leave your house and you want to purchase a ticket out of convenience, you could go online at trinbagoevents.com. That is trinbagoevents.com. Go online, purchase a ticket there. It's very simple. For those of you who have registered for Run Stefan Run and you register and you went and you purchased a ticket online for the party last year, you know how easy it is. So make sure and go and get your tickets. I'm telling you, I will come to mash up the place. Sherwin Winchester, same thing. All right? All of the artists, remember, Sanel Dempster, the Coco Too Small, she had one of the hottest parang right now. Snakey, looking for a nanny, and he had the turtle season. So we have artists with really popular songs right now for the Christmas into the Carnival season. And Brass to the Wool, of course, is a live band. So we're going to get our live band vibration as well. We got DJ Selector Rome, who mashed up the place last year. And Heavy Duty will also be there. Heavy, what's going on, my brother? All right? So now Heavy and I don't think Heavy bringing TC here, but Heavy definitely going to be there. All right? So people come out, support. Part of the proceeds go to the Cerebral Palsy Society of Trinidad and Tobago. I encourage you all to come out. This is for the fans of Breaking Dawn. You know how we do it. We do this at the end of the year for you guys. My boy Jerry out in Barrackpore. Big up yourself. You will see me soon. I headed down that side very soon. So Jerry, Barrackpore crew, listen, everybody, all the crews. Chucky, what's going on, my brother? Andreas Alcazar, you know what I mean? Big up yourself, my brother. And the whole Alpha crew. Listen, we're coming out on December the 13th, 6 p.m. to 12 midnight, Garden Sanctuary Center of Excellence. I say no more. $400, premium drinks inclusive. From Johnny Walker, come straight down the road. You're getting all of that. You understand? And I look forward to it. I'm coming out to have a good time to close off the year with the fans in terms of Breaking On. When I say close off the year, it's my opportunity to kind of, have a little party, knock a little glass with everybody, coming down to the end of the year, and then we get back to business on Monday morning. But, during the month of December, we take things easy, and we try to make it a little more fun than heavy political, because we're going into Christmas, all right? So I tell you what, stay tuned. When we return, Acting Sergeant Greenwich will be with us. We will go behind the badge. Yeah, there was a lot of crime over the weekend, and during the course of the week. We're going to address that with Greenwich when we return. And we'll take calls too. Breaking On fancy time is here. It is the Breaking On Christmas Party, Saturday the 13th of December at the Garden Sanctuary Center of Excellence. And I tell you what, entertainment will include Lil Bits, Brass to the World featuring Snakey and Sanel Dempster, Sherwin Winchester, and Mr. Well, the boss, Ivor George. He will be there. So get your tickets at the advertised outlets, Sports and Games nationwide, Rajbar in St. Augustine, and also online at trinbagoevents.com. You could also call 345-3380 for more information. This ad sponsored by Speyburn, Single Malt Scotch, Vanguard Vodka, and Hanky Bannister.
This month, Family Mart is celebrating 30 years of serving the people of Princestown. That means big savings and in-store specials all month long at all Family Mart branches, both in Princestown and New Colonial Road, Barrackpore. Every week, check out new specials and offerings. Get huge discounts on all grocery needs, haberdashery, decorations, kitchen utensils, and much more. And look out for the mega 30th anniversary event at the end of November. It's a milestone celebration as we thank the people of Princestown for 30 years of unwavering support. Only at Family Mart Supermarket, Princestown and Barrackpore. Attention builders, farmers, and homeowners. Murphy's Hardware, Agro and Pet Supplies, located at Racecourse Road, Arima, O'Mara Road South, has everything you're looking for at the most competitive prices. The Hardware Division has everything by way of construction, from foundation to roofing supplies, plumbing, and electrical. A wide selection of hand and power tools, and so much more. The Agro and Pet Supplies Division carries from feed to fertilizers, agro tools, pet foods, and supplies supplies, along with a range of gadgets for the home and garden. They are authorized dealers for STIHL and are open every day. Murphy's Hardware, Agro, and Pet Supplies has got what you need to get the job done without breaking your budget. Give them a call at 793-2497, 471-0249, or 743-5572, or visit them at Racecourse Road, Arima, O'Mara Road South. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
If you want to be a better chef at home or advance your professional career,
Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy is the best place to be.
some of the courses that we offer here at the Academy: Creative National Cuisine 1 and 2, Baking and Pastry 1 and 2, Kids Summer Cooking Classes, one-day classes at the workshop. We have Asian cooking classes and certificate in culinary arts, food lovers and professionals.
Start your culinary journey today with us at the Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy.
Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal, is your newest choice for steel construction and fabrication, offering full services in engineering and architectural design, structural steel fabrication and erection, pipe details, storage tank details including fabrication of steel tanks and pipes, all set to API standards. They offer a wide range of services in residential, commercial, and industrial clients, and extend services to customers here in Trinidad and Tobago and across the Caribbean. So, give them a call at 490-2771 or 399-7590. Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal, reinventing the standard of how we handle steel.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply. Everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycareTT@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
New Charles chocolate with 0 sugar added. Charles guilt-free chocolate goodness.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595 to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
All right, so welcome back to Breaking Dawn, people. And as we return, we are 25 minutes away from the hour of 7 o'clock. We got Acting Sergeant Greenwich with us via Zoom. We're going to bring him in. We have a few things to talk about behind the badge. What? Yeah, now, Greenwich is the typical police, you know. When you call the station, they're never on time, you know. Greenwich? Police don't reach on time at all, boy. I talked to Greenwich just now, he tell me he logging in. That's the longest login. Greenwich say he logging in. Lord of mercy, I tell you. Come, Greenwich, just click a link. Just click the link. Greenwich is one of them. We are no vehicles, police. When you call the station. We are no vehicles, you know. Oh, God. Hey. You log in yet? The link corrupt? Oh, God. Yeah, we are the penal couple. Well, we are boy fellas, boy. It's who wants that thing, boy. I'm not seen it yet, though. It have the... Right. All of that is from Monday, right? The Marabella robbery, that's right. We have all of those things that I want to express with Greenwich. I want to find out what's going on in this state of emergency. And we have the other one I will need is the SOE regulations. Right? But I will get to that. I want to get to the other things that happened over the weekend. All right? I don't know what's taking Greenwich so long. Greenwich looking at? Well, boy, if we was in a situation where we need the police, boy, we dead. All right, let me give some information first as we await Greenwich joining us, right? Put up the SOE regulations, Samina. Yeah. So, President Christine Kangaloo has enacted a 6th amendment to the Emergency Powers Regulations 2025 that clarifies the police's authority in investigations. The amendment, gazetted on November the 17th, clarifies that police officers may prosecute individuals for offenses uncovered during lawful exercises of emergency powers. The amendment, deemed in force as of July 18th, when the state of emergency was declared, specifies that evidence of any other crime discovered while enforcing emergency regulations is punishable under the relevant written law. The update is inserted as Regulation 20A into the Emergency Powers Regulations 2025. It does not shield offenders from prosecution under existing legislation. The amendment follows threats by a murder suspect detained under the regulations to file for judicial review as he alleged his detention was ordered unlawfully. The suspect's attorney sought written reasons for a 7-day extension authorized under Regulation 13.3 of the Emergency Powers Regulations 2025. The correspondent said, while the suspect was arrested at a residence in central Trinidad, in connection with several investigations, the police never said the arrest was made under emergency powers, questioning the subsequent extension of detention under the regulations. So the letter argued that the regulations permitted extended custody only when a person is initially arrested pursuant to those same regulations, not under the Criminal Law Act. It also asserts that the police's order to extend detention did not include the legally required reasons, rendering the decision arbitrary. Now, citing Section 16 of the Judicial Review Act, the detained suspect's attorneys requested a statement of reasons for the further detention order, a copy of the relevant station diary extract, and the immediate rescission of the 7-day extension. And in an immediate response, the police's legal team maintained that the arrest and 7-day detention were lawfully grounded in Regulation 13 of the Emergency Powers Regulation 2025. According to the police, during a search, ammunition was found, which is a prohibited article under Regulation 2.1. They noted that unlawful possession during the public emergency is an offense under Regulation 8, triggering the power to arrest and detain under the regulations. The response advised that officers were empowered to continue inquiries under Regulation 13.2 and that the 7-day extension complied with Regulation 13.3, which allows further detention when investigations cannot be completed within 48 hours. The police's response added that investigators were still pursuing multiple lines of inquiry and that intelligence links the detained officer to criminal elements, necessitating continued detention for public safety reasons, and they were not prepared to rescind the further detention order and said it would defend the decision if judicial review proceedings are initiated. So the president now has enacted a 6th amendment to the Emergency Powers Regulations. Greenwich here yet? What's going on with Greenwich, boy? Greenwich tell me logging in now. Just somewhere. He sent me something here. Hold on. Well, what he sent me, what he sent me is a black screen. And look what he sent me. Send back a link now. You sent it twice? That's now. That's now. Let me solve this problem here. Because you see me? Time ticking. Yeah, Greenwich.
Yeah.
What's the problem? We have you on the speaker on speaker here, but what's the problem?
Not connecting. Just saying I'm connecting, but not connecting, not coming on.
Fellas, he said saying connecting, but not coming on. All right.
I send a feature for you.
Just somewhere. Chris, what are you saying? Oh, that's on your side. All right. Hold on. Well, better do it over the phone. We just can't take the calls, but let me see if we can get through a few things very quickly here now. Let me get something else. I have him on the phone now, Mike. That's all. All right, Greenwich. I am going to call you. All right, I'm calling you now, eh? I'm calling you back on the other line now. All right, let me call him here. All right, we'll get Greenwich on here. Let me do it over the phone. I want to do all right, Greenwich.
Yes, morning.
All right, morning. Okay, so we'll have to do this over the phone. As we had to do it over the phone, because we're a little pressed for time, we're 17 minutes to 7. All right? Let me start with the SOE regulations that have been updated. Now, I just read the whole article and where this whole amendment stemmed from. Could you give a little insight as to how the operation would have been done before this amendment?
So from before the amendment, what you know, during the SOE, there are certain constitutional rights that are halted.
Right, are suspended.
Right, in terms of the police having powers to enter without warrant and so on, right?
Right.
Right, no, initially, entering a premises without warrant, your cause or your purpose may have been due to the usual narcotics, arms, ammunition, whatever the case may be, right? But what the amendment does, it gives the police officers power that should other offenses not mentioned under the SOE be committed and observed within the view, they can still detain you and have you placed before the courts for said offenses.
Okay, because
Right,
I always thought that was a foregone conclusion, that if you are arrested under emergency powers.
It is, but I think there was a specific incident in which an attorney was attempting
Yes.
to possibly acquire a writ of habeas corpus for his client, stating that the offences committed were not the offences specifically under the SOE.
Okay.
As such, even though it may not have been warranted or specified, it is now specified, giving the police proper clarity in terms of how to treat with offences with unrelated offences, right? As it stands in terms of the SOE.
All right. Now, while I want to talk about this state of emergency and the extension. Greenwich, over the weekend, I'm going to go through some headlines here. I'm going to read out the headlines for you. And I want to get your thoughts on this. We also have 2 videos. There was a shooting. A fella was killed in a drive-by shooting in Sutton Street in Sando.
Mm-hmm.
There was another woman that was thrown out of a vehicle, dead. I believe that was that in Enterprise, fellas? All right. In Londonville, not Enterprise, in Londonville. There was also put up the penal couple. I know you would have seen, well, you must know about this, the penal dad and the mom that was slain by a gunman who warned the victim's daughter to go into another room. So now we have a child that is parentless because the trauma that the child will go through for the rest of their life we can't even begin to describe that. So we had the penal couple that was slain. Fellas, the pensioner. We had a pensioner that overpowered a bandit and made a citizen's arrest. And while we could look at the positive of that, we still cannot ignore the fact that a bandit went into the person's house to rob them. Give me the other headlines here from Monday. Put them up. You just put them up. I'm just reading them for Greenwich. Right. We don't do the penal dad. Right. Gunman robs Linda's Bakery in Marabella. Go ahead. Mechanic abducted and taken away in a Hilux. Go ahead. Terror attack on business family. $1.5 million in luxury watches, car, and alcohol taken. That happened over the weekend too. Go ahead. Violent attack on shopper in supermarket car park. Go ahead. That's the last one.
Up a bit, huh?
And then,
You're breaking up a little bit.
I'm breaking up a little bit. No, well, I was just reading some of the headlines in the paper. I'm now playing a video here of a shooting that took place in Sutton Street over the weekend where a man was killed.
Stefan?
Yeah?
You're breaking up a bit. I don't know if you move from the phone or...
No, I ain't move. I still by the phone here. You hear me now?
All right, that's it. I'm hearing it clear. Yeah, much better.
Oh, okay. All right, no problem. I'm now playing the video here with the situation on Sutton Street with the shooting. And then, of course, we had the woman that was thrown out of the car in Londonville. Greenwich, my point is, we have a lot of crime that took place over the weekend. The crime continues to happen. We could sit down here and we could put our heads in the sand and say, listen, the murder rate is lower than it was last year. But that, to me, is not enough of a counter-argument when we take into consideration that despite the extension of this state of emergency and the work that the police is doing, these crimes still continue to occur in what I can only describe as too regular of a scenario. It just happening too regular now. So what are your thoughts on that as you know, as you rep for the TTPS right now this morning?
So trying to be police service, we get that, right? There seems to be some elements that are hell-bent on continuing plying their trade, and the more they push, we will push back. I read an article where our commissioner was speaking about the challenges in terms of narcotics, right? So I do not want to assume that there's some relation between the increase in criminal acts like this in comparison to the challenge to acquire narcotics for sale, right? However, no matter what direction these criminal elements decide to go in, I assure you there will be some response, some operational response to it to ensure that our citizenry feel safe at some point.
Well,
right, so the more they push,
what's that?
The more they push, it is our intention to ensure that we push back twice as hard, right? Because it has to stop.
Yeah, no, and I think everybody would agree that it has to stop. My concern is and has always been that we cannot say that we're calling a state of emergency. We're under a state of emergency, and while the state of emergency does not have a curfew, which I am not advocating for a curfew, it still feels like it's business as usual, like we're not under one, because, I mean, even I could admit that in terms of police presence on the road, I'm not seeing, and I'm not talking about police presence in terms of roadblocks to ticket people. I'm talking about just the general police presence on the road, patrols and so on and so forth. To me, it's not been consistent. I do not know what operations the police are conducting on a daily basis. I do not know how many arrests have been made in terms of the crimes that have been committed for the year 2025. I saw an article the other day where I think it was the Minister of Homeland Security who was given the information that the detection rate, I think, is up to about 33% right now. And that would, that would be a huge jump from 8% where it was.
Right. So we have been moving in leaps and bounds to battle against this element, right? As I said before, it is not a perfect situation. However, the efforts are visible. If you were to watch the amount of firearm seizures, for example, taking place, record-breaking firearm seizures and so on, since the SOE, I think this is a case where we cannot only focus on the operational, but we have to focus on changing mindset as well. We also have to focus on target hardening and ensuring that our citizenry understand that they too have a role to play in terms of personal safety and security, and move forward with that. Right? There has been some shift in the paradigm, and of course we will adapt to the changes and ensure that we press on these criminal elements even more to ensure that our citizenry feel safe.
No, I hear in here, but
right,
are we to, okay?
As you said,
the
homicide rate is in fact significantly. The homicide rate is in fact significantly lower, but one murder is one murder too many, right? So we're still pushing, we're still relentless, and we are not going to, as I said, bury our head in the sand and act like it does not exist. It's just a matter of recalibrating our approach systematically to what we do.
Yeah, but that approach, Greenwich, all right? Like, okay, I saw something recently. I do not know what is the position with it right now, with the National, what is it, the National Security Center? I forget what they named it. It was open under Gary Griffith.
Anyway?
The what?
The operation team you're talking about?
Yeah, with all the TV screens and all the cameras and things monitoring everything, as was the case. I think it's the National Operating Center.
Yeah.
But we'll call it that for now. I saw that Johnny Abraham was being hinted as somebody who would take over and run that particular
NOS, yeah.
Right. Is that still on the table? Has Johnny been called back into the TTPS to serve in that capacity, or has that not occurred yet? Because I think Johnny Abraham to me is like an old school. I mean, he's not like a. He's an old school police that understand that certain old school tactics still relevant in today's criminal world and effective.
I cannot confirm as to whether he has begun performing his duties yet, but I know it was announced that there was intention for him to head the NOS.
Okay. Where are we at in this extension here with these gangs? You talk about the amount of seizures of firearms and ammunition. Where are we at with these gangs?
So far, we're still pressing them, right? It is challenging because, as you are aware, the age at recruitment starts at now, and in terms of how they are networking, right? But again, we are not going to rest and think that because the murder rate is down, it's all hunky-dory. We're not going to do that, right?
No, well, I mean, obviously.
We are going to Hello?
I say obviously we wouldn't do that until we have it under control outside of a state of emergency.
Right. So presently, I think it's just a matter of recalibrating and moving forward in terms of how we attack, how we approach them presently and in future.
Yeah, because I mean, I would have thought that when we call this state of emergency, or seeing that we got the extension of this state of emergency, I would have thought that by now, the TTPS would have engaged in new strategies, using new technology, with the extra powers granted to them, that we would see some of these gang leaders in handcuffs by now, being extracted from the holes that they hide in. I thought that we would have been able to do more damage than we've done. But is the TTPS satisfied with where they are right now?
So we could never be satisfied with where we are. However, you have to understand we are in the age of evidential policing. It's not like long time where you detain the suspect and then you gather evidence. The police service, the state on the whole, would have faced plenty litigation in operating in that manner. So in present modern day policing, you measure 100 times a cut once, just to ensure that when they cut, there is no escape, for want of a better phrase, and there is no avenue in which the state can be sued in treating with gang activities and the criminal elements.
All right.
So it's just about ensuring that, you understand what I'm saying? Long time, for example, if there was a break-in and you know who the breaker is in the community, based on his modus operandi, you could have detained him, then interview persons and organize to charge him, right? Those days are far gone, right? We now gather the evidence first, right, to ensure that you have enough to charge and prosecute this person, to avoid litigation in terms of unlawful arrests, false imprisonment, and so on.
Okay.
Right. So, in terms of the legality of things, there is a shift, and that shift, of course, will cause the police service to now have to evolve. So I wouldn't say that the criminals are getting away with what they're doing. I think it's just a matter of us ensuring that when we strike, we have footings and grounds to ensure that there is a conviction when we do so.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can't, well, because we're doing this over the phone, we can't take calls. I know we said we wanted to take some calls, but wait now, Greenwich is there?
Yes, I'm here.
Now, they pop a picture, boy. They pop a picture of you from the last Zoom call that we did with you.
You're breaking up.
I'm breaking up again, yeah. All right, Greenwich, you hearing me proper now?
I hear you now.
Oh, gosh. Well, all right. Well, we're coming up on 7 o'clock, so we out of time. So I'm going to have to wrap it up. But, just thanks a lot for joining us this morning.
All right, no problem.
All right,
thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah, be safe.
All right, you too. All right, that's Acting Sergeant Greenwich there. I'm sorry that the Zoom on his end had an issue because I really, really wanted to take some phone calls to give you guys the opportunity to talk to him this morning. But we're going to take the break. As we go to the break, we'll come back and take some calls on some of the issues that are in the paper this morning. But before we do that, let me just remind you of a couple of things. Keolik, We are reminding you about the Keolic range of products backed by science with over 900 scientific research and clinical trials. So it's all of these products are made from the aged garlic extract. And you have the cleanse and digestion, the Keolic blood pressure health, you have the Keolic cholesterol health, the Keolic total heart health, the Keolic circulation health, and the Keo green powder drink mix, also the Keodophilus probiotics. So you can pick up any one of these products at a pharmacy or a health store across the country. And for more information, you can WhatsApp 728-0338. That is 728-0338. Make sure, check them out today. It is Keolic, all right? Also, I want to remind you about this charity event. It's a fundraiser. It's being held by the Christian Union Church and the San Juan Revival Ministries. All right, this is a terrific, terrific show, a terrific fundraiser. $200 a ticket. It takes place on the 29th of November at the corner of Saddle Road and Bagatelle Road in San Juan. And there are going to be some huge entertainers for your pleasure, your listening pleasure. And they will include Sean Daniel, Blessed Messenger, Jaron Nurse, Sir Marshall, and of course, you have the talented Carissa Marie Charles. They will all be performing during this fundraiser. There are more persons on the cast as well. It is the Melodies of Praise fundraiser, and there is a pan-off. So you get a little steel pan showdown, man. All right? All of that is coming your way on the 29th of November. Please get your tickets. It's $200 a ticket. The fundraiser is to raise funds to purchase gifts for underprivileged children within the community. So we're asking people to come out and support this. It's a terrific cause. And if you need to get your tickets, you can call 719-9599. That is 719-9599. Now with that, we're going to take a break. When we come back from the break, there's lots to talk about, lots of things going on in the paper. We'll get your thoughts on a few of those things when we return. Stay tuned.
Win a brand new ride for Christmas in a 3-car raffle organized on behalf of Queens Royal College. First prize is a luxurious, fully loaded big ride Ford Ranger. Draw a date Saturday, December 20th at the school. Tickets only $100. All proceeds for the further uplifting of the school. Tickets available from teachers, parents, alumni, and of the school. Also nationwide at all branches of True Value, Reliable Appliances, Christina Shoe Store, Kenny Sports, Unique Bookstore, Extra Foods, JTA Supermarkets, Police Credit Union, Cost Cutters, ABC Home Center, The Trinity Shop, PRW Enterprises, Sharon Bookstores, Miguel Moses and Sons, Ishmael Khan and Sons, Modern Electrical, Crosby St. James, Athletes by the Park, Tribe, Mass Carnival, Cinnamon Drugs Sangre Grande, Bellini Truck San Fernando, Ronnie and Carol, New Mass Camp Baraval Road, IslandEtickets.com. For more info, call 491-1802. QRC College Christmas 3-car raffle.
Breaking Dawn Fancy Time is here. It is the Breaking Dawn Christmas Party, Saturday the 13th of December at the Garden Sanctuary Center of Excellence. And I tell you what, entertainment will include Lil Bits, Brass to the World featuring Snakey and Sanel Dempster, Shobin Winchester, and Mr. Well, the boss, Iowa George. He will be there. So get your tickets at the advertised outlet, Sports and Games nationwide, Rajbar in St. Augustine, and also online at trinbagoevents.com. You could also call 345-3380 for more information. This ad sponsored by Speyburn, Single Malt Scotch, Vanguard Vodka, and Hanky Bannister.
This month, Family Mart is celebrating 30 years of serving the people of Princestown. That means big savings and in-store specials all month long at all Family Mart branches, both in Princestown and New Colonial Road, Parapoor. Every week, check out new specials and offerings. Get huge discounts on all grocery needs, haberdashery, decorations, kitchen utensils, and much more. And look out for the mega 30th anniversary event at the end of November. It's a milestone celebration as we thank the people of Princestown for 30 years of unwavering support. Only at Family Mart Supermarket, Princestown and Parapoor.
Sale. Get 10% off all roofing and construction services, roof installation, roof repairs, roof cleanings, roof painting, house painting, under ceiling, gypsum and suspended ceiling, steel fabrication, renovations, and more. We also supply all roofing materials and supply and install radiant barrier $850 per roll and $1.50 per square foot to install, and supply and install awning for as low as $1,800 install. So don't wait until Christmas is here. Book your appointment now. Just call 3567663 or WhatsApp to 9876663 or check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Murphy's Roofing System or email us at murphysroofing@hotmail.com.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsain, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
Why just manage disease when you can reverse it? At Setwaya's Holistic Health Clinic, we don't just mask symptoms, we focus on reversing illness naturally. Imagine freedom from medications and the cycle of dependence. Our approach dives deep into uncovering root causes without herbs, tonics, or medications. From diabetes and heart disease to mental health, obesity, and more, our personalized care is transforming lives. Ready to begin? Book your consultation today, either in our San Fernando office or online. Call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Your health journey starts now at Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, where transformation is within reach.
Tired of the daily school run? Say hello to Open Minds Education, your 100% online school built for life in the Caribbean. From preschool to secondary, they've got your child covered. Anytime, anywhere, no traffic, no textbooks, no hidden fees. Just smart, flexible learning with real teachers who care. It takes a village to raise a child, and Open Minds, they are that village. Learn today, lead tomorrow. Call or WhatsApp 868-388-6635 or visit openminds.education to register.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595 to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lisha high quality unbleached bromate free all-purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Lisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canoopia. Chic Lisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
All right, so we're back, and as we return, we're going to take some phone calls. We have the FET band at the Hazy Crawford Stadium and Jean-Pierre Complex, along with the to add to the Brian Lara Stadium. No, the other one. Yeah, that's Hazy Crawford Stadium and Jean-Pierre Complex added to the FET band. We also have Maduro telling Trump, hey, Let's talk face to face. And oh yeah, hold this one here. Before you get to that, just a little example of Nicolas Maduro. For those who, like to support. Let me just give them a little read in that article from the Jamaica Observer. This is a report coming out on Monday. Venezuela woman jailed 30 years. She get 30 years for criticizing Maduro on WhatsApp. Yeah. I'll read it. A Venezuelan court has sentenced a doctor to 30 years in prison for criticizing Nicolas Maduro's government in a WhatsApp audio message. Rights group told AFP on Monday. Margie Orozco, age 65, was given the maximum sentence for treason, incitement to hatred, and conspiracy after community leaders reported her for what was perceived to be a disloyal message. Neither the contents of the message nor its intended recipient were made known. So we don't know the content. We don't know what the message say. Right? Orozco was arrested in the western town of San Juan de Colon in August of 2024 as Venezuela was gripped in crisis following Maduro's re-election, which the opposition and dozens of nations dismissed as fraudulent. Okay? His disputed victory claim led to protests that resulted in 2,400 arrests, though most were released within months. Following the protests, Maduro urged supporters to report fascist, a term often used for members of the opposition. And according to Venezuelans JEP Rights NGO, Orozco has suffered 2 heart attacks while being detained. All right? So a woman gets 30 years for criticizing Maduro in a WhatsApp message, right? And now Maduro wants to meet with Trump face to face. So Maduro telling Trump, let me meet face to face now. So Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has expressed a willingness to hold face-to-face talks with U.S. government representatives as U.S.-Venezuela tensions continue to escalate with the recent arrival of the aircraft carrier USS Gerald R. Ford and its strike group in the Caribbean. All right? So you want to talk to Trump face-to-face. Well, Trump has said he will talk to him. He said, I'll talk to anybody. But I don't think there's anything that he could say at this stage that would change Trump's mind in terms of any action that might be coming against Venezuela, or not against Venezuela, but the Maduro regime. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Mr. Stefan?
Yeah.
How you doing, brother?
I did cool, man.
I have a big problem, boy. I need help, boy. Otherwise, I want to commit suicide, boy.
What?
I can't make it again. I need help, boy. Somebody give me this number and they tell me to call you.
Somebody give you this number and they tell you to call me? Concerning what, sir?
Yeah. I have a problem, boy. I have a big problem, boy. I commit suicide today, boy. I go commit suicide today.
No. Hold on. Caller, hold on. My brother, yeah. Listen to me. You listening?
Yeah.
Listen. Suicide is never an option. Forget that. Take that out of your head. Okay? Nobody. Hold on. Let me explain you something. You listening? I need you to listen. Right? You listening, Solia?
Yeah.
Chief, you listening to me?
Yeah.
All right. I want you to listen carefully to what I'm going to tell you now. Yeah. There is no problem in the world, and I want you to understand this, too great to solve or too great to move on from. Whatever you might be experiencing in your life right now, I guarantee you, It is not going to, it will get better over time once you work towards getting it better over time. I don't know what the problem is yet, but I'm just telling you, whatever it is, you do not need to take your life over it. Forget that thought. What you need to do is sit down, clear your head, take a deep breath, and think about what your next move is in life. You have children?
No children, boy.
You have no children?
No, nothing. Yeah, nothing in life.
No mother, no father? Mother and father gone?
I just lose my wife after 40 years, boy. And my life like it can't settle, boy. It can't settle.
You got what? Divorced?
Eh?
What you said? You got what?
No, I said I just lose my wife after 40 years, boy.
You lose your wife after 40 years, so you're grieving.
I'm grieving. I have depression. I have anxiety. I have all kind of things, boy.
Okay, but hold on, my brother. I want you to know. I want you to know. Listen to me. We have all lost people that we love. I lose my father just 3 years ago. Okay, my father was my hero. Okay, I lost my sister in 2006. She died at the age of 25. Okay, we all lose people that close to us. Some people will be their parents, some people their siblings, some people their wife or their husband. But listen to me. You are supposed to grieve for your wife. Nothing is wrong with that. That is normal. Being depressed about it, nothing is wrong with that. That is normal. It's part of a healing process. And that healing takes place over time. You have to give yourself time. How long you lost your wife?
About 2 years now.
About 2 years. All right. If I could arrange for you to see somebody to talk to, would you be willing to talk to that person?
I want to do anything to get over. Anything. All I want to do is do anything to get over.
No. My brother, this person, the person I'm putting you on to, they're going to be able to help you get through this tough period. Okay? You have any brothers, any sisters?
I have no family. I am the last. I have not.
Okay, so what happened to you? Okay, so what happened is you lost your companion for 40 years and you have nobody else. So you're feeling like you're alone in the world right now.
Yeah, I feel like I can't make it alone. I feel like I can't stand up, I can't jump, I can't run, I can't do nothing, but nothing in my life is good again. You know? And I feel the only thing to make me get out and get away from everything is to try to get happiness in my life. And this is one thing I can't get by. I'm trying hard to get everything. I'm trying hard to live. But it's every day in my life, it's suicide.
No. You don't want to do that, my brother.
I appreciate you and I appreciate I talk to you and whatnot, but I don't think I'm going to make it by you. I have an intention right now that is going to destroy me. It's going to destroy me. You know, I can't make it no more. I don't have money, I don't have food, I don't have nothing. I can't make it no more, brother. I'm trying now.
Okay.
You know, I tell you to call you this morning.
Okay. My brother, where are you from?
I live in Rosilac, boy.
Rosilac? Rosilac is located where?
Right before Labrie.
Oh, you're from the Labrie area? Or thereabouts, right?
Yeah.
We're from Labrie? Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me have somebody call you now. All right?
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to have somebody call you. They're going to talk to you. And we go see if we could work this out to get you out of that state of depression and to get you back up and running, okay?
Thank you, brother.
I want you, hold on. Don't hang up the phone and think about what you was thinking about before you picked up the phone to call it. I want you when you come off the line, you're a religious person, you believe in God?
Of course, my son. I 60 about I can't remember. I about 68 or 69, boy. And I deal with the boss and I a little fella. Since I small, 7 years I deal with him. And I'm gonna something. He helped me a lot, and I think I don't know what's going on. If he leave me out or what, but after I started seeing so much of I have feelings inside my chest. I kind of frightened kind of feelings. That is what leading me to do the wrong thing. Because I can't do nothing. I feeling like I was dead, you know.
No. Don't think that way, my brother. Don't think. I know sometimes life hard. Life does be hard sometimes.
Oh God,
life does be hard
really
sometimes.
hard,
I want you I am going to have somebody call you. Okay? They're going to call you. I want you to answer the phone when they call you. But when you come off the phone with me here, I want you to sit and say a little prayer and talk to God. All right? And I guarantee you, in that moment that you're talking to God, God will touch you. Trust me on this. And you're going to get that call. I want you to answer the phone when you get that call. And I want you to engage with that person and feel free to express yourself in whichever way that you feel to express yourself with all the hurt and the pain that you're feeling and the grief that you're going through. All right? But just give the person an opportunity to speak to you. And I guarantee you tomorrow going to be better, and the day after that going to be better than that, and you will move towards a position of picking your life back up and moving forward with it. Okay?
I feel good. I feel good. Tell me what I go wait.
Hold on. Somebody will call you. I am making it. I'm gonna have them call you before I come off here during the next break. Just give me till the next break to contact them and have them call you. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. I did not expect that type of call this morning. My brother, as you hang up the phone, stay calm. From what I gather, you're grieving from the loss of your wife. You're not the first person to go through that type of grief. You won't be the last. All right? I know somebody that grieved to death the other day. Just Sunday. But your wife wouldn't want you to take that position that you want to take right now. I understand. I hear any pain in your voice, but that is not the direction that your wife would want you to go. She would want you to pick up yourself and live your life and move on with your life and do the things that make you happy. That is what you need to do. We all feel pain and sorrow and sadness when we lose somebody that close to us. And I will let you in on a little secret, my brother. My father passed away 3 years ago. My sister passed away in 2006, and I still grieve every day. The only thing that gets me past those tough times and tough periods, because I'm mental, is I'm mental, right? The only thing that gets me past that is the memories that I have. So you hold on to those memories. Don't be afraid to think about the good times that you shared with your wife for 40 years. That is what your memories are there for. You understand? Depression, pain, grief, heartache. When you get these things, you start to believe that life is no longer worth living. That is not true. I want to tell you that is not true. I could have given up, not come back on the air, not run my show, and just sit down in a corner and be sad for the rest of my life until I might have decided to think what you're thinking of. All right? But that is not the way to do it. You have life to live. God was ready for your wife for 40 years. He ain't ready for you yet. All right? And if you believe in God, and you believe in the afterlife, and you believe in these things, you would know that the option that you want to take will not lead you towards your wife in the next life. So don't do that. All right? Just stay calm. Somebody will call you. I will get on to them during the break. Let's hold on, my brother. Come in. The call come in. Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir, good morning.
Yeah, go ahead, share thoughts. Yeah, go ahead. Hello? Yeah, go.
Gentleman called morning.
Yeah, man.
And to be honest with you, boy, people who don't believe in God, they better believe in God now, because it had to have a reason why that man called you, boy.
Well, I want to feel so, because...
No, because you mightn't think that you make a difference, but you realize no. You're supposed to realize no, the difference you make in a lot of people's life, because for a man to call you and pour out himself like that to you, that alone is supposed to let you know that you have an impact on people, boy. You and other people probably who have programs similar to yours. You understand? So all you realize, it's really sad and serious. I don't know what to say. But I really hope the fella get through and everything will work out good for him, boy.
Well, I will find out if he takes the call, because I'm messaging the person while I'm talking to you here. It's one of the reasons why you all know every so often I have elder associates on, right? They are a group of persons that they deal with situations like this. So that's why I have them on from time to time, is because we want people to know that places like that exist. So I will get them. Yeah, they already responded. They'll give him a call. So
give him a call. We give him because I mean, for 40 years, somebody ain't no easy feat, you know. To be somebody for 40 years and then boom, one day they no more. Because I mean, I had with my wife so long. Me and my wife together 30 years now. So.
Yeah, no. Don't feel like listening. I just giving them the information, you know. But anyhow, thanks a lot. I have to go to the break here, boy. Let me just take this. Yeah. Morning.
Hello? Just now?
Yeah.
Hello, morning, Stefan.
Yeah.
I feel so heartbroken for that guy, you know, what he's going through. Stefan, you may have not, in fact, you have never really gone through this situation, or maybe you will never go through that situation no time in life, because you're not too of age to get married. But when your spouse leaves you, it's a different thing. It's really a different thing. I enjoyed the same thing, but only because of Jesus I made it.
Yeah.
Only because of Jesus I made it. You know, because I cry before the Lord and I tell the Lord so much things. Why you forsake me, God? But in that, God had a plan for me. Taking away my partner from me, God had a plan for me, because I have a better life now. And sometimes when I go before God, I will tell God, God, I don't know why you didn't slap me down when I was begging you to bring back this man in my life. You understand?
Yeah.
He didn't bring him back, and he had a purpose why he didn't do it. But at this age, this guy is so old, you know, and he's there on the bed, and the devil is just boggling with his mind because he wants his soul. You understand? So I pray when that guy was talking to you, I tell you all my paws raised on my body, and I stretch my hand towards your thing, and I say, Father, you just deliver this man from this situation. Yeah. Because he has nobody to talk to, has nobody has. It is very hard situation for him to go through. I pray to God that somebody come and really help him out in this situation. It is very, very sad to hear this this early morning. And you know another thing? God bless you, Stefan. You really are an angel here on earth in this program, Because so many people call in and relay their problems to you, and you try your utmost best to help them. God bless you, Stefan, in every day of your life, your walk, your steps, whatever you plan to go through in life, whatever you pursue, I pray God blessings upon your life. And I pray that somebody answer him and he gets help. I hope we'll get a feedback on him. Okay?
Yep.
God bless you, Stefan. Have a good day. God bless you.
Thanks a lot. Yeah. You know. So, you see, sometimes you wake up in the morning and you come out and you're not sure what your purpose is. And things like that happen, and you understand in the moment why you're still here. I have often wondered, why my sister and not me? Why my father and not me? Why they gone and I still here? You know, I've thought about those things. And the conclusion is I had to be here for some kind of reason, right? Morning. And it's mornings like this, you're reminded of the reason that you're here. Yeah, Chief.
Yeah, morning. In circumstances like this is where the local church is supposed to play an important part. The guy don't only need psychological help, he also needs physical and also mental assistance in terms of dealing with the stresses that he have in life, in terms of food and taking care of and people to talk to and chat to them regarding. He needs that support right now. So these local churches are falling down. They're not doing anything. So we need to look at things from different. So whereas we can sing what a friend we have in Jesus, it doesn't help if there is no support coming from that. If we have no food to eat, nothing, no support in anything at all. That's another issue by itself, and that will be dealt with by your people, and I hope they do an excellent job. Thanks very much for listening to the gentleman and helping him in finding or chatting a path to becoming better. On the other issues, Maduro said the very same thing that Rowley said. So it's a reflection of what he said as it relates to Trinidad in terms of the rigs and all kind of thing and nonsense. So you begin to understand what's going on. Right now, you begin to jump and things happening.
Obviously, there's some communication taking place there between the two.
Yeah, well, we hope it have peace and nothing. So it have no collateral damage and kind of thing. As far as Greenwich is concerned, the police hiding behind the law. They know who the criminals are and not going. If Chris Watkins could come to Trinidad and go and meet these fellas and talk to them, how come they can't go and do that? And you're looking for every loophole in the law to hide behind that instead of going after the criminals. So we need that martial squad to go after the criminals in real time and bring them to justice. And talking about finding evidence, you have 7 days in which to do that. It was 48 hours. Now the president gives you 7 days. So it's a certain nonsense the police doing. We lose confidence in the police. And the criminals now could reorganize and replan the system, but the police can't do that. Who have all the laws and all the authorities and all the power in the land. A whole year under the state of emergency, and we are moving forward. Nobody is feeling safe. Everybody waiting now for standing ground law. And all kind of nonsense in order to fight. So where we have police do? So the police were wasting time, man. And on another note, you know, the carnival issue here now, which part the restricting certain venues based on they don't want it to be damaged and everything. I remember in your time, you decentralized your party in order to reach the people and to do things, and it's working.
Yeah.
So we need to give the government a chance to see what, man, after the carnival, then we'll do an assessment now and realize now where we need to adjust back or to go back or to move forward or to head in another direction. As far as the bars are concerned, the bars must be soundproof. Have all the fit everything inside, make the bars them soundproof, everybody's making a noise inside and they're bugging nobody. And in the neighborhoods, we need to reduce the age to the hour to 9 o'clock and not because I have some neighbors here. They're blasting music and they know how to set up sick people all around the place and they're still violating the law and also in people's cars. They need to add the maxi law and taxi law to the private cars. We'll talk more about that. I don't talk to them. Have a good day.
All right, man, no problem. I need to just do something here just now. Listen. I'll come into Pastor John. Let's send me the link for Pastor John now. That's right, I got switch off radio. Hold on. I'm trying to get somebody on the line here. All right. I'll try and get him during the break. All right, I'll try to get him during the break. All right, so I've contacted my brother. If you're watching the program, you're going to get a call very, very soon. If not already. And you're on the line with the people, right? Yeah. So before I go to the break, we get into Pastor John when we come back from the break. Seth, why all aboard? Seth has a new book out. You could contact him for the book. All right, you are not sick, you are malnourished. But Seth Wyo's Holistic Health Clinic, powered by nutritional therapy. It's very simple. Stop managing a disease when you have the opportunity to reverse it naturally. And you could do so drug-free, supplement-free, root cause healing through nutritional therapy. Book an appointment today by calling or WhatsApping Seth on 279-3935 or 761-1952. Make sure and give him a call today and get going with rebuilding yourself and reversing those diseases that you have been managing for years and have been on medication, spending a ton of money. All right? And also, Chef Shiraz Chef has 2 courses in the month of November. One is the Asian cuisine cooking course. The other is the food costing, restaurant and catering workshop. And in December, on the 15th and the 16th, he has the Christmas cuisine course. So you can give him a call and get yourself registered. Ramsing Plaza, Shogunas is where it takes place. And the numbers are 3724639 or 7375097. All right, those are the numbers to call. Get yourself registered. Okay, with that, we take the break. When we come back, Pastor John will be with us. Stay tuned for that. That's coming up next.
This month, Family Mart is celebrating 30 years of serving the people of Princestown. That means big savings and in-store specials all month long at all Family Mart branches, both in Princestown and New Colonial Road, Parapoor. Every week, check out new specials and offerings. Get huge discounts on all grocery needs, haberdashery, decorations, kitchen utensils, and much more. And look out for the mega 30th anniversary event at the end of November. It's a milestone celebration as we thank the people of Princestown for 30 years of unwavering support. Only at Family Mart Supermarket, Princestown and Parapoor.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply. Everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycarettt@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE. That is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
Breaking On Fancy Time is here. It is the Breaking On Christmas Party, Saturday the 13th of December at the Garden Sanctuary Center of Excellence. And I tell you what, entertainment will include Lil Bits, Brass to the World featuring Snakey and Sanel Dempster, Shobin Winchester, and Mr. Well, the boss, Iowa George. He will be there. So get your tickets at the advertised outlets, Sports and Games nationwide, Rajbar in St. Augustine, and also online at trinbagoevents.com. You could also call 345-3380 for more information. This ad sponsored by Speyburn, Single Malt Scotch, Vanguard Vodka, and Hanky Bannister.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further.
A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Tired of the daily school run? Say hello to Open Minds Education, your 100% online school built for life in the Caribbean. From preschool to secondary, they've got your child covered. Anytime, anywhere, no traffic, no textbooks, no hidden fees. Just smart, flexible learning with real teachers who care. It takes a village to raise a child, and Open Minds, they are that village. Learn today, lead tomorrow. Call or WhatsApp 868-388-6635 or visit openminds.education to register.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsain, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
All right, so we are back. We are 17 minutes away, rather, from the hour of 8 o'clock. For the next 15 minutes, we're going to be joined by Pastor John. Pastor John, good morning to you. We have him via Zoom. So now we know it was definitely on Greenwich End. Morning, Pastor John. How are you?
Yes, sir. Good morning. You can hear me?
Yeah. We're hearing you loud and clear, man.
Yes, sir. I'm here, and good morning to all of the beautiful people who are listening to my voice or perhaps looking at me and listen to me at the same time. God bless your heart.
Yeah. So we talking a little bit about cancer this morning?
Yes, I am forced to talk about cancer because for the last couple of months, and I decided this time I talk about it in depth, even more seriously. Maybe I haven't done so because a lot of people have been speaking to, even last week when I finished the show to this week, they're among the people calling who spoken to me at some point in time and didn't listen, didn't move. And when they call back, things get worse with them. And then you have to listen to the stories of all the money they spend on this doctors, and this one tell them to do this, and all the different stories. You have to be patient to listen to it. And the one that get to me is the one that called on Friday to make the order. The family, everybody make the order for the person. Saturday, I have to cancel the order. The person passed away on Saturday. And that really shook me up to know that there was a better way, a better decision, that every time I give my testimony that I recover from cancer, the last thing now I'm asking everybody to do is don't reject yourself. Do not reject yourself. Take it seriously. But for all the folks who are listening, every person in the world have cancer cells in their body. And these cancer cells do not show up in standard tests until they have multiplied in a few billions. So when a doctor says to you that there is no more cancer cells in your bodies after treatment, it just means the tests are not able to detect the cancer cells because they have not reached a detectable size. This, what I'm telling you, is personal. I was sick with cancer back in 2010. I learned how to activate my system. I've been talking about this for the past 14 years. Next month, the 28th of December, will be 15 years, God's willing, that I am cancer-free. That to restore my immune system, I reactivate my endothelium, the lining of my red blood vessel. I reactivate my antioxidant, the collagen that my body makes on its own in my system, and allow my body to perform and do what it's supposed to do. Because if you never have cancer, the cells never show up as a detectable size. It means that you were existing before you had cancer. You were living without cancer. So the only thing I could recommend is to get back what you had before, that they could not detect the cancer in your body. And this is why I'm saying that cancer cells occurs between more than 6 to 10 times in a person's life. And it developed from healthy cells in the body. You have to have a healthy cell unless the whole world were born sick. So how did a human being take a healthy body and make it so sick? 1 minute, one time in their life, they were so healthy. And now they're so sick, it just breaks my heart to see what people go through. That is why I'm talking about, let me look at my time. Our cells develop because of, when it's healthy, it develops genetic mistakes all the time because of too much sugar, the air you breathe, the water you drink, water in your bath, pesticides in your fruits and vegetables, chemicals you clean with, preservatives in your processed food. So all these make mistakes, mostly caused by accidental damage. That's the best way I can say, because maybe you're eating bad, maybe you're cooking in the wrong cookware, but you're not consciously aware of it, resulting from the normal process of life within ourselves, but also due to things around us. So it is true that we all carry a certain number of damaged or faulty cells, but these are usually destroyed when you have a strong immune system. And to get a strong immune system, this is what I recommend. I recommend the Power 5, which the Power 5 Phyto Power Pack. The activation will take your body from within and turn on your own antioxidant enzyme. This is clinically tested. It will reduce oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. So oxidative stress is responsible for the disease. And if you can reduce oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days, as a matter of fact, in 90 days, you will reduce oxidative stress by 70%. You have the opportunity now to turn around things in your life. It kills and neutralizes free radicals, 1 million free radicals per second. It supports the body's natural ability to repair, rejuvenate its own cells. It protects your 5 vital organs if you're on chemotherapy or you're taking pharmaceutical drugs. Your brain, your heart, your kidneys, and your lungs is the 5 vital organs in your body. Protect it by any means necessary. Any one of these organs begin to malfunction, begin to sing a lullaby, because it's a very serious thing. My cancer was in the prostate. At the time, it was in the 4th stage. They even give me 7 months to live. You will think after this testimony, you will have a line from here from from here to Timbuktu, line up waiting to get information. It does not happen until the people have gone to other people who have no idea well, I don't know if they have any idea what they're talking about, but who have given them things that did not work. And then I have to sit down and listen to the end stories, and it's heartbreaking. I am saying to everyone, my number is 516-286-7079. Even if you call for information, even if you want the ingredients and you want to go buy it yourself and you feel you can mix it because there's a biochemist and you feel you know everything, at least I'm helping somebody. But I want you to call me today. I can't make no medical claims. This statement have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, mitigate, cure, or prevent any disease. So that's a simple message that people ought to be conscious of. They ought to be conscious about healthy cells have to develop several genetic faults. You don't get cancer overnight. Before it becomes a cancer cell, it has to go through a process. There's a lot of stuff you do bad that I did bad in my life that I end up with cancer. It's a whole heap of sugar and toxic environment you have to live in. And then these faulty cells have to survive and grow into a tumor, picking up more mistakes. The tumor could be benign before it becomes malignant, to become a malignant cancer that can start spreading through your body. Cancer cells can remain in the body for years after therapy, but this is why cancer can come back after treatment even many years later and can be resistant to treatment. This is the biggest fear that I have after recovering from cancer. I will not stop using my product. I don't care what it costs. The only thing I have to do is make sure I make enough money to buy it. I'm not going back to where I was before. I am determined to live cancer-free all the days of my life. And I'm praising God every single day. That's why when the personal immune system is strong, your cancer cells will be destroyed and prevent from multiplying and forming tumors. A strong immune system will generally recognize the faulty cells and destroy them. Your immune system was not always weak. The phagocytes, the neutrophils, the lymphocytes, the macrophages, the monocytes, the leukocytes, and the basophil was not always weak. If you don't have cancer right now and you're listening to me, you're in good standing. Find a way to preserve the immune system. Don't let it reach to the point where it's weak. Because when the immune system gets that weak, it's because of multiple nutritional deficiencies. When you have cancer, it means that the environment in which you live, the food you're eating, the genetic faults that takes place in your body. And to overcome it, you must strengthen the immune system by this Power Pack that I'm talking about today, so you can start using it, start fixing yourself. And this is the message. I'm not sure how much more time I have, but you can ask me any question.
Right. We have about 3 minutes. In the 3 minutes that we have, I know you talk about the product and so on and so forth, but you did say that you got a call from somebody and unfortunately they ordered and it was too late and things like that, right? Which is often the case with people who, I guess, go through the traditional options for cancer treatment. But what are some of the first signs of the body shutting down? In terms of okay, you know, somebody might be ailing, or maybe what are some of the first signs of cancer? What are some of the warning signs that one should look out for? Because some people skeptical about going to the doctor, some people might reach the doctor too late to be diagnosed with anything that they might be ailing from. And then, you know, they're dependent on a lot of pharmaceutical drugs and methods like chemotherapy and things like that to solve the problem. When your product could you're proof, living proof in terms of the product that you use and that you sell. So, like, what are some of the things that people should look for that they should say, you know what, maybe, you know, it's time to call Pastor John?
So that's a good question. It depending on you should always have at least a yearly visit to a medical doctor. Although I'm naturopath, but it makes sense. However, depending on the type of cancer someone perhaps might be diagnosed with eventually, there's different signs. Like if it's your colon, you look for blood in the stools.
Right.
Especially if the blood is red like a red article of clothing or a red shoes. That type, like red, like if you cut yourself, then you have to panic a little more. If it's like burgundy, it could be a possibility of hemorrhoids, but you still need to get it checked out. Blood in the urine, signs like if you have a cough and it seems to be not going away, and your hoarseness, it's supposed to, like you get hoarse, you were tired, or you pick up a bug, but those things normally wear out for 5 to 10 days. But they're going beyond that, and the coughing, the shortness of breath, the tiredness, the fatigue, all these type of signs is telling your body you're supposed to go for a checkup. Right. Even if it wasn't cancer, you should be glad it's not cancer if it's not cancer. But if it is, you might pick it up early. For prostate cancer, I can tell you because I experienced it. And the signs that I was experiencing, I was ignorant at the time, so I did not get checked out until I found out it was stage 4. So I waited too late. That the lower back pain that I was having, and that pain feels like a belt, like a belt around your waist, all the way around, like you have a belt and tightening up, like if you're pulling the belt. That's one sign of prostate cancer. Another sign of prostate cancer, because erectile dysfunction have multiple signs that give you. It doesn't mean you have erectile dysfunction and you're sick with cancer. But I can tell you this one now, knowing what I know today, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction, get yourself checked out to rule out cancer of one of the items that is not there. It could be diabetes, it could be high blood pressure, high cholesterol, it could be a lot of different things, but you want to rule it out. That's why you want to make sure you get checked out. Okay. But improper flow of blood in your system, nausea, vomiting. There's a lot of different signs that we look for. If you have breasts, your woman will test to see if they got lumps in the breast and feeling nausea. These are early signs, because I'll tell you something. Everybody knows their body. The minute your body starts to malfunction, you know you're not feeling good.
Yeah. That's
so the things that we have, like myself as a male, I don't like doctors. I was one of the persons who like that. I never go to no doctor before I get.
Men. I mean, look at me. I have not, and you're going to tell me that I need to go and do it, eh? But I am 48 and I have not been to the doctor to get my prostate checked yet.
You're supposed to.
I just don't like to go to the doctor, but I know I have to, you know.
Take it seriously. It's not no joke.
Yeah.
Especially the environment in which we live now and the foods and what it contains now is even more so. You should be getting checked out. You should be going there once a year when you cross 40. After 50, this should be doing physical exam on you.
Okay.
Because earlier you detect any problems, it's faster. We're losing too many people. And if you don't, before they die, it's like we have so much people in our population. It's not an asset no more because they're sick and they cannot function. They have to depend on people. That is putting a burden on the economy itself.
Okay. Well, people,
yes.
Pastor John, of course, the number is on the screen. 1516 286-7079. That is 1516-286-7079. And remember, the product is not intended to diagnose, treat, mitigate, cure, or prevent any disease. Statements made about products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. All right? However, the product has gone through clinical trials, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So it has been evaluated through clinical trials. How many of them?
Over 30 different peer reviews.
Right. Okay? And, you know what I mean? So you could call Pastor John, you could message him, remember it's WhatsApp, and you could find out more about the products that he's offering. Find out more. You know what I mean? In the 15 minutes, you can't find out everything. But I'm sure that people are sitting at home and you have questions that you want to ask. And, you know, you could call him and you could find out, okay? Private and confidential. Pastor John, thanks a lot.
You're welcome, sir. Bye-bye.
All right, man. Take it easy. So that is Pastor John on the inside. We're going to take our final break. And when we return, we will wrap things up this morning. Stay tuned.
Breaking Dawn Fancy Time is here. It is the Breaking Dawn Christmas Party, Saturday the 13th of December at the Garden Sanctuary Center of Excellence. And I tell you what, entertainment will include Lil Bits, Brass to the World featuring Snakey and Sanel Dempster, Shobin Winchester, and Mr. Well, the boss, Ivor George. He will be there. So get your tickets at the advertised outlets, Sports and Games nationwide, Rajbar in St. Augustine, and also online at trinbagoevents.com. You could also call 345-3380 for more information. This ad sponsored by Speyburn, Single Malt Scotch, Vanguard Vodka, and Hanky Bannister.
Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal, is your newest choice for steel construction and fabrication, offering full services in engineering and architectural design, structural steel fabrication and erection, pipe details, storage tank details, including fabrication of steel tanks and pipes, all set to API standards. They offer a wide range of services in residential, commercial, and industrial clients, and extend services to customers here in Trinidad and Tobago and across the Caribbean. So give them a call at 490-2771 or 399-7590. Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal, reinventing the standard of how we handle steel.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
Attention builders, farmers, and homeowners. Murphy's Hardware, Agro and Pet Supplies, located at Racecourse Road, Arima, O'Mara Road South, has everything you're looking for at the most competitive prices. The hardware division has everything by way of construction, from foundation to roofing supplies, plumbing, and electrical. A wide selection of hand and power tools, and so much more. The Agro and Pet Supplies division carries from feed to fertilizers, agro tools, pet foods, and supplies, along with a range of gadgets for the home and garden. They are authorized dealers for STIHL and are open every day. Murphy's Hardware, Agro, and Pet Supplies has got what you need to get the job done without breaking your budget. Give them a call at 793-2497, 471-0249, or 743-5572, or visit them at Racecourse Road, Arima, O'Mara Road South. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
Greetings to you all in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior, the sweet Rose of Sharon and the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus. I am Ezekiel Johnson Fort, and I am pleasured to inform you of the newest branch of the Christian Union Church, Trinidad and Grenada District, San Juan Revival Ministries. If you are desiring prayer, healing, or that closer connection to the Heavenly Father, then the place to be is at San Juan Revival Ministries. And allow me to ask you one question. Are you living a life without Jesus Christ? Do you desire freedom from spiritual bondage? Then the only solution to your problem is Him. In the book of Matthew, chapter 11 and verses 28, it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And this is mostly speaking to those of you who are Christians and you might not have a place to fellowship. Come, fellowship with us at the Christian Union Church San Juan Revival Ministries. Come, be edified and equipped by the Word of God preached by the man of God, Senior Reverend Bishop Dave Donation. You will be empowered by the move of the Holy Spirit of the living God. Come and be comforted. If you desire to be an environment that shows compassion and care for your spiritual needs, growth, and development, then fellowship with us at number 1 Bagatelle Corner, Saddle Road, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. I look forward to seeing you there, and God bless you all, and may the peace of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, be with you now and always. God bless you all.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE. That is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, we can make your event memorable. We can assist in planning your corporate functions, moderate gatherings, family occasions, christenings, and more. We also cater for weddings and other special occasions. Our newly renovated venue includes a majestic entryway, which takes you along a path to a fantastic indoor facility which can accommodate up to 80 dining guests. A recently completed, fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream caters to professional events. We provide secured parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet, located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a Dream, making dreams come true every day.
All right, so we're back, and as we return, we got some birthdays and we out. All right, tomorrow we have McCoy coming in, and we have Dr. Watson on. All right, but the first hour is, and I'll probably deal with a senior headline in the paper here where Woodbrook residents are now questioning the Prime Minister's decision to ban fets at the Hasty Crawford Stadium and Jean Pierre. And in the article, one 82-year-old resident said, it's not like it's every day and I'm accustomed to it by now. So, and they call it on the Prime Minister now to take other views into consideration before making decisions. All right, so pleasant good morning, Stefan. Happy birthday to my loving grandchild, Zendaya Miracle Zara Khan. May she live to see many, 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 many more. Let me see. May she live to see many, many, many more to come. Thank God she lived to see 3 years of age today. And this is coming from her grandparents, her father, her mother, her cousins, aunts, uncles, and many more from the Cans family and the Cumberbatch family and the Guys family. We love you, Zendaya. And a special good morning to you, Stefan. Have a blessed day. We love you. All right. Love is all over, man. It's all around. Shouting out happy birthday to Inaya Rhea Guy. All God's richest blessings to you. I know you will have a great day today with lots of love coming from your mommy Blossom, grandma and brother Ishmael, sister Elena, and uncles Anthony and Andrew. So happy birthday to Inaya. Also, we got to say happy birthday going out to Tyron Ragunanan. From the entire family, have a blessed day. So Tyron Ragunanan, happy birthday to you, man. Good morning, Stefan. I would like to wish our star boy, Zahir Khan, a happy 11th birthday. May God continue blessing you every day with knowledge, happiness, and peace. We love you, son, from your grandparents, aunties, uncles, brothers, Amir, Fazir, and Samir, your dad, Shamir, and mom, Adita. Have a wonderful day. Happy birthday, Zahir. Right. Also, we would like to wish Ayotomi a happy 9th birthday from your mom, dad, siblings, family, and friends. May the Lord bless and guide you. And they want you to know they love you very much. Have a wonderful day. That is Ayotomi. And today we are celebrating two of our amazing kids. Happy 9th birthday going on to Azelia Suknanan, and happy 2nd birthday to her youngest brother, Grayson Suknanan. To Azelia, keep shining bright like the star that you are. Your dreams are as big as your heart. And to Grayson, may your days be filled with giggles, adventures, and endless wonder. These wishes come with lots of love from Granny, Mom, Dad, and your brother, Giovanni Sukdanan. All right, so happy birthday to you guys. Nice. Finally, happy 4th birthday to Amali Diaz from his mom, Felicia, and dad, Ajamu Diaz. All his cousins, aunts, and uncles, sisters, Shamia, grandparents, Claudette and Esther, just want him to know that we love him dearly. All right? So happy birthday going out to Amali. Nice. So with that, I have to wrap up today. A lot of people messaged offering to assist the gentleman that called in. I did arrange for someone to call him, and then I got a request for somebody else to call, who wanted to call him. They were trying to get on to him, but he wasn't answering, but I said, he's probably on the line with, the first person that I put him on to, so hold some strain, all right? I am hoping that I was able to talk him out of what would be a very, very bad decision, all right? So my brother, I hope, if your television is still on, I do hope that you heard me clearly. I believe that God tell you to pick up the phone and call the number. And I believe you got through to me by the grace of God. Because so often we open the phone lines, and when we open the phone lines, we get a lot of the same people calling in. So that was interesting that he called in and got through in the first call. It wasn't the 3rd or the 4th call, it was the first call out the gates. All right, so I want to believe in my heart of hearts and with the faith that I have in God that he led you to me this morning. And in return, I want you to understand that I am leading other people to you. All right, people that you could have conversation with. People that are willing to assist you. I have at least 5 or 6 or 7 messages on my phone with people who, of course, there are many messages that we have people to send messages for you to, stay strong, and get past this bad time in their life. But there were also other people who were actually from the area. They said, we might know him, and I send them your number. They're willing to assist you. If you need food stuff, medication, or anything like that, they will assist with that. But from a counseling standpoint, I've already dealt with that, and I hope that we get the best outcome out of whatever efforts we put forward as a community. And this is why I say the Breaking Dawn community, right? This is why when we do the Run, Stefan Run, or in this case, in a few weeks' time, we have the Christmas party, I say that, we promote this to the Breaking Dawn community, because I want to believe that the viewership of the program, we could, and using this platform, that we could build a community of people from different parts of Trinidad and Tobago and all different parts of the world that are willing to, in times like this, where somebody's watching the program, and once you're watching the program, you become part of a community where we could now come together in whatever way we can to assist persons who might be going through tough times like what this brother is going through today with the loss of his wife of 40 years. I just want to say this before I go. Everybody that watching this program and those who are not, everybody that exists in the world have some sort of problem one way or the other. And everybody handles their problems differently. Okay? Some people are physically stronger than others. Some people are emotionally stronger than others. Some people are mentally stronger than others. Okay? But we cannot live in a world where the strong ignores the weak. It is the people that are strong and have certain capabilities and characteristics about themselves that have to take the weak and carry them at times. Because as much as we are as individuals may not want to admit it, especially men, we all have our weak moments. That is undeniable. At some point in time in your life, you're going to experience weakness. Okay? And in those moments, you may feel how that gentleman felt this morning. All right? But if we have a community of people that are there as a support structure, it's not always about giving something material or financial. Sometimes it's just a lender ear. Sometimes if I have a couple of people in the area that messaged me this morning and they say, look, let me send my number now. Let me see if I know the man or how far he is from me. Sometimes it might be just a simple thing like that. He could make a new friend today. And that person might just pass and check him every so often during the course of the week. What's going on, boy? And they'll sit down and have a little conversation for a little half an hour. They might take a little drink, wherever the case might be. They might eat something. And a relationship starts there. And a life is saved or preserved. You know what I mean? And that's what it is to be humane. You know? We just talk about being, humane, but I don't think we really understand it. But those are some of the elements, So anyway, we wrap up for today. Until tomorrow. And I'm going to check in with my people to see if they got through to the guy. And if, for those of you who offered your assistance, and I sent you the information, I will touch base. Well, you could always send a message to the 327-7400 number and give me some feedback as it relates to what took place, and I'll try to give the gentleman a call a little bit later on, all right? But I just want the professionals to deal with it for now. All right, so we wrap up. Have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Good morning. Welcome to Breaking Dawn.